guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be filming a very bronzy, light, dewy look for summertime. I came out with a very highlighted look. I have it down the bridge of my nose. As you guys can see, I have a very peachy, orangey lipstick. I have a very glowy, dewy eyeshadow look. Everything about my look is very dewy and bronzy for summertime, and I'm super excited about this look. I hope you guys like it, and if you do, don't forget to subscribe so you guys don't miss out on any videos. And we're just gonna jump right into the video and hope you enjoy. I applied the Makeup Forever Step 1 Skin Equalizer as my base, and then for my eyeshadow primer I use the Thank Me Later Elizabeth Mont eyeshadow primer. I got this in my Ipsy bag. So to get started, I'm gonna grab just a fluffy brush, and I'm going to be using my Too Faced Peach palette, and then I'm going to be using the Infallible Ice Latte eyeshadow. This is like a must-have. Like, you can replace this and use any other, because I'm only going to be using really the matte eyeshadows in here, but this is like the star of the show. It's a very like luminous, really pretty eyeshadow. So I'm going to use the color Georgia from my peach palette, and I'm just going to be fanning it on my crease, just back and forth, windshield wiper motions. You don't have to be super precise with this color. It's a very light brown, so I use this more as a transition color, something, so I have something in my crease and in my eye, just so that I have a color to blend, and so it's easier for the other eyeshadows to transition from one to the other. Okay. So I blended it between both eyes, just back and forth, windshield wiper motions. And I use that light color, and it's a very, very light color. As you can see on my eyes, it's barely noticeable, but it's just something there in the crease. And then I'm going to go in with the color Pure from the Peach palette, and then just go on the outer V. Just kind of pat it on, as you can see the color. Pat it on, and then blend it windshield wiper motions again. This is a little bit deeper color. It's not extremely deep. It's not dark. It's a very warm, pretty brown color. I love it. We're just blending it back and forth. Windshield wiper motions. Super easy, super fast. And then I'm going to use my Eco Tools, the flat like eyeshadow brush side of it. And I'm going to be using the color Luscious mixed with Nectar. And we're just going to go back and forth between those two to create a very light shade. Grab the shade Iced Vanilla, or no, what's it called? Iced Latte. And we're going to just pack it on our lid. As you guys can see from one eye to the other one, this eyeshadow is super pigmented. It's a lot more pigmented than, or like pungent and bright than the Too Faced colors were. And it looks super, super nice. In person, this looks so pretty. It just grabs the light. So I'm going back with the fluffy brush just to blend out the edges. And I'm just gonna soften everything up so it's not so harsh. And as you can see the difference between one eye and the other one, this one's a lot more bright. And it just gives off more life. I'm going to use my brush again and just finish off the other eye. So we're done with the eyes. I'm not going to apply any eyeliner, none of that. So I'm going to go into my face now. So as you guys can see, I have a lot of breakouts. I have like all these breakouts over here. It's like 5 pimples over here, like 3 over here, down on my chin. It was the Sunday Riley sleeping oil, because I started to break out this bad when I started consistently using that. So I'm pretty sure it was that. I got a sample of it from Sephora, and I'm like almost 100% positive it was that. So I'm going to be using my IT Cosmetics but by Under Eyes, and I'm just going to put some on a brush, and I'm using the Real Techniques buffing brush, and I'm just going to be putting it where I have my breakouts, just to cover, just to have something that's more pigmented, because I don't want to do a thick layer of my foundation. So by applying concealer now and hiding them, I won't over apply on the foundation. So there we go. And I know this concealer is a little bit lighter than my skin tone, but I like it because it's super pigmented. And I can fix the skin tone issue with my foundation and powder and all that. I'm going to be going in with my foundation, which is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. So I'm going to bring down the foundation down to my neck just to make sure there's an even blend. I haven't used this brush in a while for foundation. I will say that I do not like it. I feel like it took longer to blend in my foundation and to buff it in than it did with my normal top brush from BH Cosmetics. I think I like this better. And it's softer, and I just feel like this is so much better. I feel like this gives me a more airbrush look, so I definitely think this is better than this. I'm going to add a little bit more foundation. I'm just going to put it on my cheeks where I have the breakouts, just so I can make sure everything's super blended in. I'm going to go with some correctors. So first I'm going to be using my MAC brush, and I'm going to be going into my Anastasia contour kit, and I'm going to be using this lightest shade and this one right here. We're just going to go back and forth and mix them. Just to give myself some contour. And with the lightest shade, I'm going to use over here.
Do you feel like it dries out?
No. My sister is right here.
Sorry, guys.
Pointed brush from BH Cosmetics and the peachy tone. So then I'm gonna use my sea spray, whatever this is called, from Tarte. It's the Rainforest of the Sea spray. It's kind of like Fix Plus. It just smells good. Okay, so we blend it in. Okay, so we did that, and then now we're just gonna use my concealer, which is the Better Skin Concealer by Maybelline. I just love this concealer. Like, I feel like it blends out so well. It is super pigmented. It lasts a really long time. It doesn't really crease on me. I say really because everything creases on me, so it just pretty much what the name of the game is, which one will crease the least. I have way too many lines under my eyes, and it's just... Okay, so as you can see, I look crazy. We're gonna let this bake on our face for a few minutes, and while that's happening, I'm gonna fill in my eyebrows. So for my brows, I like to start with the L'Oreal Brow Stylist, and I like the wax in it a lot. And I just use a little applicator that it comes with. I'm just gonna have to fast forward through this part, guys, because this noise not doing anything. Because normally I go for a very matte look, but since I want a very summery, glowy look, instead of setting with my regular powders, matte powders, I'm going to be setting with the HourGlass Ambient Lighting Powder, and I have hip hand. As you guys can see, I'm almost out of it. It was quiet for like a good 5 minutes, and I started talking, and they're... So I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer, my big fluffy brush. I'm just going to put it in the bronzer, take off the excess, and just kind of go over my face to give me a little bit of color. Some color back into my face. Start with Drippin' in Gold. Dip our brush into it. Then we're going to go into Bubbly. And if this is good enough for you, would you stop there, girl? But since I like drag queen highlight, I'm gonna go into this last color. And put that on top. Can you see the highlight? You can see this from outer. So down the bridge of my nose. And in the center of my forehead. Don't pick up any extra. Whatever's left over in your brush is what you'll put on your forehead and your nose. Now, I'm gonna put on some mascara. And give me a second. I'll be right back. I'm curling my eyelashes with my Eyeshadow eyelash curler. So before I do my mascara, I totally forgot. I really want to do, I'm going to use my Nars eyeliner in Larger Than Life. And I'm going to put that on my waterline. So since this is a very summer look for me, summer I think of like orangey tones, peachy tones. So for my lipstick, I'm going to be using a very bright lip combo. If you want, you could stop here and then just do a nude lip gloss or a pinky tone lipstick, but I really like orangey tones. So I'm going to be using this lipstick by Makeup Revolution, and it's in the color Bouncy. Okay, so it feels very smooth. 2 thumbs up for that. But it's not as bright as I thought it was going to be. You guys might see it on camera and might be like, what the hell is she thinking that is bright? For me, it's not that bright. I have a lipstick that looks like this color. That's by Armani. It's super orange and I love it for summertime. But this is a very sheer orange. It's very wearable orange. So this is perfect. I'm going to top it off with this Butter Gloss by NYX in the color Apple Strudel. It's a very peachy tone lipstick as well. Okay, so I hope you guys really like this look. I'm loving how it turned out, and I hope you guys have an amazing day. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, and share it. And let me know what other things you guys would like to see, and I'll see you guys next time.